There's an angel flying around in heaven preaching the everlasting gospel. And what I want to show you is, I don't want that. Let me look it up right quick. What I want to show you is the gospel that this angel preached. And God calls it the everlasting gospel. It's in chapter 14. Okay, so let's go look at chapter 14. Now watch this, folks. This is the kind of, the angel is going to go around preaching the gospel. What kind of gospel will the angel preach? A type that you and I cannot preach. All right, look, then I saw, this is Revelation 14, then I saw another angel flying. He was flying where? In the midst of heaven. That is heaven. Number one of three heavens. Remember, the heavens are divided into three. He's flying in the midst of heaven number one. Having what? He had the everlasting gospel to preach. Did he have the gospel of grace? No, he don't know anything about the gospel of grace. And it's not given to him. The gospel of grace was given to men. To preach, see? To those who dwell on the earth. That is, they were earth dwellers. He was not preaching this to believers. The believers needed the gospel of grace. Why was he given that to preach to people who dwelled on the earth? Because they thought some man was the creator and they were about to worship him. And God said, no, man, you're worshiping the wrong God. I'm the one who created it. So he sends the angel to correct their theology. Who dwell on the earth, to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people. You say, whoa, time out, man. You mean to tell me one angel is going around to every nation, to every tribe, to every tongue, to every people, and he, by himself, is preaching the gospel to all these people who have all these different languages? Yes. How in the world would this one angel be able to do that? Because God gave him the language, each one of theirs. The angel is speaking in tongues, friends. Yes, and before you fall out, the angel is speaking in tongues. That's what he's doing. How do I know that? Because he's around here speaking to every single nation, tribe, and tongue, and people. God is using the angel. This is the definition of tongues, friends. It's not some gibberish, some prayer language. It's going out declaring the gospel in a language that others can hear and understand you. What kind of language or do you think this angel speak in heaven? You think he's speaking in, I don't know, how many languages there are in the world? Maybe 200 different languages? You think he's using 200 in heaven? No, he had a single one. And God used him and gave him the ability to speak to all these people in their own language where they would hear it and understand it clearly without an interpreter. That's called speaking in tongues. The biblical speaking in tongues. Anyhow, saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment has come. Worship him. Listen to the everlasting gospel. Worship him who made heaven and earth, the sea, the springs of water. Creation. Springs of water is that which God created in the beginning. The water that came from underneath the earth, that watered all the earth. The angels watched that take place. So all he's going here and proclaiming is the witness that he had when God created it. Job 34 tells us all about that. So go read Job 34. I believe it's 36. Job 36 tells you all about that. So go read that. All right. And we're going to be witnesses. The humans are going to be witnesses to other attributes. The attributes of grace, the attribute of wrath, the attribute of mercy, the attribute of endurance, the attribute of long suffering, the attribute of all God's attributes, all his other attributes. The angels for creation, the humans for mercy, kindness, goodness, justice, wrath, all these different things. That's what's going on. And in this other world, over here, Jesus died for the world wherein there's only righteousness. There'll be no more sin. That's why there won't be any more sorrow. So there's a world that's coming that have just righteousness. And this other world is going to be filled with nothing but wrath. That is death. Which that death is the wrath of God. And this is what the lake of fire. That's what he's talking about. And this here is the New Jerusalem. Friend, if you can get this, if you can understand this, the theme of the Bible, everything else becomes really, really simple. You need to get this. This is extremely important. This helps you with your understanding. So when you're reading the book, you see the plan that God has laid out, and that everything else plugs into what's happening. Jesus did not die for this world. Okay? He's going to destroy it. This world right here, number one, is going to be destroyed. That's the world John 3:16 is talking about. For God so loved the world. What world? That one. Why? Because in this world dwells nothing but righteousness. There's no righteousness in this world right here. Nothing but sin. Futility. And there's no righteousness over here. It's only in this one right here. So which one did Jesus die for? That one. And that's where we're headed.